Okay, the next reveals that we got were two Studio Series reveals, and one of these figures we already knew about since um, I believe it was December or November. I think it was December though, and that was the Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime figure, and we're also getting another version of Dropkick, but this time in his muscle car mode. So I'm going to start with Optimus. Vehicle mode, very G1. Absolutely love the design of it. It just brings back so many amazing memories, and it just screams Optimus. Yeah, it just looks amazing. The rubber mode, very G1 inspired. Like obviously it's going to have that movie aesthetic, but it still manages to capture that G1 aesthetic. And I really like the Autobot and Decepticon designs from the Bumblebee movie, because they're not going for that bestial kind of feral look that the Decepticons had in the previous films, or that kind of weird kind of out there designs that the Autobots had. So yeah, I love the designs for the Bumblebee movie characters. Optimus looks very G1 inspired. He even has like a kind of a more updated version of his iconic Ion Blaster. And there's been some reviews over the past few days, and I think it's already out. And like the only real kibble he has are the sides of the cab, which kind of fold up along the underneath of his arms. But the way that they fold up, it doesn't bother me. It keeps that clean aesthetic that he has, and the back gives off so much detail. It looks amazing. So this is definitely an Optimus figure I'm going to pick up, and if you like that, if you didn't like the previous movie Transformer designs, and you wanted to pick up a more G1 inspired Optimus, this is the one for you. Go pick it up. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to picking up this figure in the future. And finally, for the Studio Series reveals, we got Dropkick in his muscle car mode. I gotta say, it's definitely a lot better than his previous Studio Series figure, which was the helicopter form. Like that figure, it seems too thin. Like, I like the design of the helicopter version, but it just doesn't really capture that look he had in the films, whereas the muscle car mode more or less captures it. See, I love that. I love like this kind of more richer blue color he has. He also comes with his blaster, which I can't tell if it wraps around his arm, or if it clips on over his hand. I can't really tell from the picture, but really cool looking figure, and definitely a great compliment to the recently released muscle car version of Shatter. So if you like those two, if you like Shatter and Dropkick, and you want to get both characters, get their muscle car versions. If you want to get their more aerial versions, you can. But yeah, really loving the designs of these Bumblebee movie characters. Really love them.